Yeah, welcome to another episode of Dark Skies Podcast, coming to you live on a Monday, new week, and Mandela Effects. Wow. Coca Cola, what do you remember? Take a look at the logo. Wow, this is some crazy stuff. But as usual, we're going into it. We're digging deep. We want to find out what's happening in this crazy world that we live in. So make yourselves comfortable. Thanks for joining us. Be back in a few seconds. You found Dark Skies live from Los Angeles, California. Oh man, I'm fired up, man. The start of a new week. Oh man, make yourselves comfortable. I'll be back in a few seconds. Light them if you got them. Oh man, what a day, what a day. I just want to thank y'all for joining us. All my friends on the East Coast, New York City, tri-state area. What's up, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, all my friends down in Virginia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Canada. What's going on, Chicago? All my friends across the pond, UK, France, Germany, Poland, Asia, China, Japan, Australia, Africa. We're all over and we're reaching out on another beautiful day, starting another week here on Dark Skies. And I just want to say thank you for joining us. And once again, we are in the middle of learning more as we go, grow, and experience this thing that we call life. So I tell y'all, light them if you got them, because we're about to go on a journey. And first, let's get the introductions out of the way. I'm your host, LC Graves. We got Mikey Nikes, Jim, Jennifer, Jeff, Charles. And it's crazy because it's been a long time coming, trying to figure out, what's going on in this crazy world, right? We talk about the Mandela Effect. We do many shows. And it just doesn't get easier, right? Easier to understand or easier to explain. So I thank y'all for staying with us. But I was just looking at this particular Mandela Effect. The Coca Cola Logo. Now, Coca Cola does mass campaigns of advertising all over the world. Because, Coca Cola is, the number one soft drink in the world, right? Am I wrong? Or is it Pepsi now? Because in my world, it was always Coca Cola. Pepsi, close second. But still second. But now, lo and behold, I take a few seconds, I'm looking through my Mandela Effect files, and I see so many strange things that, strike close to home, things that affect me personally. But then I look at this Coca Cola logo, and it just stands out to me. Why? Because there's obviously something strange going on here. What do you see? I have a very vivid memory. I remember things very clearly. Now, I remember clearly the Coca-Cola logo having the little, the dash in the middle. But now, it's up at the top, And you can see the differences in, the picture and the thumbnail that we got. And we'll post more pictures up on the Twitter. If you're dealing with us on Twitter, we're there. As well as Facebook, if you want to find me. LC Grays, I'm there too. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get people to look. Take a look at this. What do you remember? Do you remember the Coca Cola logo being with the little dash right in the middle? Or do you remember, it up top a little bit, up at the top? Maybe you remember it at the bottom. Who knows? It's so crazy because we're trying to make sense of the senseless here. Because this is senseless. It's the Mandela Effect. Multiple realities, right? So we talk about this all the time. We talk about people experiences, right? They say, something's really weird's happening, but we don't really have no, real evidence, right? But then I say evidence is everywhere that we look. I mean, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Target. I got another show coming up for Target. Because these logos have changed. But not an update. Not an update to the advertising campaign. No, a different type of change. A subtle change. A change that even they don't know. So when you try to talk to them about it, you don't get the proper feedback. Because they don't really understand where you're coming from. It seems like, you're some type of raving lunatic, calling with this rubbish. Our logo's not changed. According to them, it hasn't. But something's happening. I mean, think about it, y'all. Think about it. We're talking about every aspect of reality. Time, space, the human body, our souls, our minds, our spirits. All of these things affected every day as we look at these changes in our reality and we try to make sense of them. Not many people see these things. Yeah, it's left to people like me to point these things out, because I do see them. But not only do I see them, it's amazing. It's fascinating. As I, journey deep and I talk to people and I try to get them to realize that, hey, something, very special is happening. An important event in human history. Not to be ignored. Because you don't remember. Or you just, wiping it away as misremembering. And, I don't really remember things the way I used to. I'm getting older. I may have forgotten. Fruit Loops. I don't know what. And that's how the people look at it. They have a nonchalant attitude about reality, life, the earth, you, your body, your family. Just nonchalantly. Oh, yeah, I just don't remember. But I thought I remembered that, right? I just remembered the wrong. It's not making sense. I ain't tripping. I got things to do. I don't want to spend too much time thinking on this. And that's what people do. They blow it off. But what you're blowing off is really important, especially because it's an ongoing event. These things are happening every day. I can't make this stuff up. You can try to make it seem like, I'm out there. And I am out there. I'm out there trying to figure this shit out. Because, you need somebody to soldier this mission. You need somebody to stand up and say, listen, I'm not giving up. There's something happening here, and I will not be ignored when I tell you that this is big, this is huge, this is gigantic. It's the Coca Cola logo. Yeah, it's the Coca Cola logo, but it's changed. Right? Why am I tripping? Maybe it didn't change. You know, it didn't change for you, but it changed for me. You know, so even if it didn't change for you, it should be amazing that it changed for somebody or somebody's. Because a lot of people are affected by this Mandela effect. It's not just me. You know, LC Grace is not making this up. All I'm doing is regurgitating information. Now, this information has been gathered. It's been sought out. It's been analyzed by many, not just me. And everybody seems to come to a consensus about one thing. It's something going on, it's strange, but, you know, it's hard to explain, you know. But it is something going on. So I reach it out to you. What do you remember? You know, the Coca Cola logo? You know, how do you remember it actually, you know, being presented? And then, you know, you could tell me. You know, leave that comment in the comment box because people read it too. We speak amongst each other here, folks. There's no secrets here. Unless you're keeping them from me. Y'all know what's going on and not telling me. Y'all trying to let me figure this shit out while y'all sit back and watch and y'all know the answer. It better not be that. Nah, for real, man. I'm working hard trying to figure this out, man. This is not easy, man. This is one of the most complicated events or happenings that ever, you know, came around that I can remember. And I'm a historian and I think about things that happened in the past. I can't think of nothing, you know, quite like this. And we're going to get into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how it continues to connect with the Mandela Effect. So many things. So many things. But that's what we do. We find connections. You know, correlations. Talk about it. What do you think? Oh, man, a lot is happening, and it's happening so fast. It's the speed of life. But whose life? Is it the speed of my life, or is it the speed of your life? Is it the speed of somebody else's life just looking at us from the outside? You know, you can answer a billion questions because I want to see it happen. Every single one of us should have questions. You know, don't you question your existence? You just here. I'm here. Here today, gone tomorrow. Never even asked why. No, not me. I want to know why I was here. What happened? How did I get here? The hell? This shit has got to make sense. I make sense of the senseless because that's who I am. It's a part of me. You know, so I venture forth. You know, so it's people in England. What's up, England? You know, that feel just like me. You know, it's people in Ireland. You know, that believe. You know, just like me. Something's going on. What's up, Spain? You know, it's people in Portugal. There's people all around the world. Luxembourg, you know, that has, you know, memories that don't match, you know, current reality. And you think I'm making this up. You know, LC Grace can't make this up. This is too in depth. You know, you need writers to come up with all of this. And, you know, I'm not a writer. I am a writer. But I couldn't create nothing like this. This is so vast, covering so many different aspects of existence. Man, you want to understand the Mandela Effect? It forces you to understand all things. Wow. It forces you to expand yourself, make yourself better and more knowledgeable. Because a stupid person can't figure this out. Though many have tried. No, you have to be smart. You got to be open. You got to be willing to travel. You got to be willing to learn. Accept. Be acceptance of others' cultures and lifestyles. Because you want to develop a better understanding, right, of what's happening, then you need to be willing to accept the answers when they come. Look past your racial biases, your sexual biases, your human defects. It will stop you from looking forward and beyond. The ability to understand that maybe there's more than just here. And how do you not know that there's more than here than when every culture on earth, has stories, ancient stories. And these stories pretty much, telling the same thing. There's more here, y'all. There's more life, there's more worlds, there's more evidence than you can ever imagine. The evidence is in our history, what's around us. The evidence is in our weather, in the people of the world. The evidence are in these Mandela effects that I'm always peddling out and showing you. The evidence is in the life that we live every day. So I try not to, convolute it. I just bring it to you. It's not commercialized. This is just raw human interaction. I'm talking to you, you listening, you giving me your feedback, I'm getting that feedback, and I'm moving forward with it and growing from it. Ain't that how it's supposed to work? And somebody better not hit me and tell me ain't is not a word, because I use ain't all the time. And tell me it's not a word. All words are made up. Ain't that right, Thor? I'm telling y'all, I'm having fun because, who couldn't? Who wouldn't? If you found all of this and you're experiencing all of what I'm experiencing, who wouldn't have fun? Not a coward, baby. I'm in this. So I want to know what you remember. Look at that Coca Cola logo. Do you remember, the dash being like in the middle? Do you remember it being at the top? Or maybe you don't even remember it having one. I mean, it's memories out there, folks. So, and they're not shared memories. So let's see what makes us different. Let's see what makes us the same. Let's see what this Mandela Effect is really about. I'm on a mission. You should be too. I'm your host, LC Grace, Mikey Nice Jam, Jennifer, Becky, Charles. Everybody over in New York, Virginia, Chicago, Manhattan. Thanks for joining us. Australia, Canada. And I am out. We'll be back soon, though. But we got a lot of work to do. Had a light week last week. So expect a big week this week. Why? Because, we make up for what we don't do. And we do what we, supposed to. So we cover it our side. We hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful start of the week. Thank you again for joining us. Remember, like, subscribe, join, share, retweet. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, LC Grace, Dark Skies, Losing Information, live from Los Angeles, California. And I'm out.